Emily Kutchins Adler, the Buttery Babe, and today we're going to make a buy it from the grocery store, put it on a platter, mezze tray. Sometimes I don't feel like cooking, or I don't want to make dinner, I just want snackies. So we make a mezze tray, or a Middle Eastern snack board. Yes, I'm surrounded by a large pile of things. We're going to go through them all. Not everything needs to go on your board. Not everything we put on the board all at once. But sometimes we like to do this. We'll do this for dinner for us, or we'll put it out for appetizers before we're having friends over and we're grilling. It's so fun and so delicious, and you can customize it however you like. Make it vegetarian, make it meaty, make it gluten-free, however you want. Let's start with the dips, and then we'll build around them. So I like my dips in bowls. I don't like them kind of flying all over the place. So we have some hummus. No, I did not make the hummus, but I buy it in the giant tub at the Costco, and then I freeze it in little things because I can't eat that all at once. So we've got some beautiful hummus. It's going to go in one bowl. And then we've got some baba ganoush, which I did make. I actually grew the eggplants in my garden. And then I make that, and I also freeze that. So we have delicious homemade baba ganoush all year round. So the baba ganoush, you take the eggplants and then you roast them or grill them and prepare them with a lot of garlic and some tahini and olive oil and lemon juice, and it's delightful. We've got those guys. And then we have some grape leaves. Sometimes you can get these at the salad bar or the olive bar. At the produce market I go to, they come in little cans. They're actually delicious. I've used them for parties. I love them. So let's just carefully take them out. They're a little bit delicate. Take those out and arrange them up into a little pyramid of grape leaves. So much of eating is with our eyes and our noses. So you want to make sure that everything smells fresh, but also that everything looks appealing. You want people to be like, oh my goodness, I want some of that. So just pile them on up. I think that'll be enough there for now. Oops, runaway grape leaf. And then I've also got some delicious gigantes beans. These are giant Greek lima beans, again in the can. And then they're baked in a tomato and olive oil sauce. So we're gonna get some of those out of there. Put them in a little bowl so they don't escape. If I was a smart girl, I would have brought over some smaller spoons before I started plating, but I didn't think about it. So now we've got big bowls. Just fine. Put that down. We'll clean up the mess before our friends come over. So we've got those. Let's just put a little bit of dill on the beans to make them a little bit fresher and have some color on there. We'll do a little drizzle of olive oil on our hummus, make that nice and bright. So, what else do we like to put on our board? We like to put spanakopita on our board. Makes it seem a little bit more hearty. This is a spinach and feta pastry. I always have some in our freezer and I bake them off when we want them. They're great room temperature, hot, cold, however you can get them. So a nice little pile of those too. And now is the fun part. We get to fill in with goodies. So at the olive bar at my produce market, they have these beautiful artichokes. They're still on the stem. They're lovely. They're already cooked. If you don't have these, you can use canned artichoke hearts or the jarred ones. Or if you don't like artichokes, don't worry about it. I'm just going to cut these in half so it's a little bit easier to get to. And you see how I've got the artichoke. It's beautiful in the stem. The stem is actually my favorite part. It's more tender and flavorful. Just got a couple of those. We'll put them out so our friends can grab them. This guy got a little crumbled in the container, but he'll still taste delicious. It's always important when we're building a board like this, you want to have a bunch of different colors and textures to make it interesting. Ooh, these are just some roasted red peppers. going to take them out. So that'll add a little color to that corner. Okay, now it's looking great. I've got some beautiful tiny little mini pitas. I'm going to put those on the outside here by the dip. So that's our baba ganoush and also by our hummus. And then some veggie dippers for our friends who are low carb or gluten-free or just want a little bit something crunchy and fresh. This is some English cucumber. Remember, those come in the plastic, so take that off because that's not fun to eat. And I like long spears, so I'm just gonna cut them into smaller wedges so they're easier to eat. Beautiful, crispy, crunchy, available year-round. So you're gonna go over here, break up some of that color with a little bit of green. And then one of my favorites are radishes. So they're spicy, they're pretty, they're crunchy. I love crunchy food. Sometimes I need something extra crunchy so I remember that I'm eating. Otherwise I don't feel full. And just cut off the ends of those. Cut them into wedges too. And you know what? You can go to the salad bar and buy this stuff already cut up. Cucumber slices and radish slices is fine. You don't have to stand here and do this part yourself if you don't want to. So now we're getting kind of full. We're going to do one of my little favorite treats. It's my version of a deviled egg, but more Mediterranean style. So I've cooked my egg so it's jammy. I boiled it. I put it in the boiling water and let it cook for 7 minutes, so it's still kind of creamy like that. And I usually give it a squirt of tahini, but I used it all up when I made the baba ganoush. So we're going to do a little squirt of Kewpie mayo, which is delicious Japanese mayo, and it comes in a squeezy, so it's easy to do. Squirt, squirt. And then just a sprinkle of za'atar, and that is an Israeli and Middle Eastern spice blend, and it's got sumac, sesame, oregano, and thyme in it. Super yummy. Just adds a splash of color. And now, just a few finishing touches. We've got all these fresh flavors and the beautiful veggies and stuff. So now we're going to add some olives just to add a couple pops of color and a little bit of different. These are Moroccan dried olives. So they're chewier. And then on this side, we're going to do some calamatas. These both have the pits in it, so remember to tell your friends so no one chokes or breaks a tooth. We don't like that. And those are meaty. So we've got chewy olives, we've got meaty olives, we've got cucumbers, radishes, and the Middle East loves their pickled veggies. These are just some pickled beets, also from my garden, but they come in cans that are much easier than growing them in the dirt and pickling them and canning them. You can buy them at the grocery store. Save yourself a couple of months' work. Look at that, real time, less than 5 minutes, and you've got a beautiful mezze platter. Let's go over the ingredients one more time. We have some hummus, which is a chickpea dip, baba ganoush, roasted eggplant. We have spanakopita, artichokes, grape leaves, pita bread, cucumbers, Greek gigante beans, radishes, and roasted red peppers. We have my version of an Israeli deviled egg with a little bit of Kewpie mayonnaise and za'atar, Greek Kalamata olives, and then Moroccan olives that are air dried and cured, and then some homemade pickled beets. I'm Emily Kutchins Adler, bringing you one of my favorite week time, I don't feel like cooking dinners. It was super easy and it's super healthy, perfect for all year. Please follow me on my website, www.butterybabe.com, and also on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks!